On the show tonight, one of England's best ever strikers, and I'm going to save one of his penalties. I mean, how hard can it be? Let's start the show! Listen, something for everyone tonight. From Hollywood, the beautiful Jessica Chastain is here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. One of England's greatest ever footballers, Gary Lineker, is joining us on the sofa. One of my favourite comics, Mr. Harry Hill, is here. Broadcaster extraordinaire, Sir David Attenborough, on our show. Plus, we've got music from the supergroup, a supergroup that is McBusted, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. It's a simple recipe. It is. If you mix McFly and Busted, you get McBusted. Do you see? And I think musical collaborations, they're the way forward. They really are. I hear that R. Kelly was planning to team up with De La Soul. But apparently there's already a singer known as R. Soul. It's a shame, that, isn't it? It's a shame. It's a shame. Always lovely to have David Attenborough here. David has presented so many amazing natural history shows. I remember one where he traced human evolution from modern man, all the way back to his prehistoric origins. Yeah, it's fascinating. Beautiful. Hey, a warm welcome to the show for Jessica Chastain, a star of The Help, Interstellar, Oscar-nominated for Zero Dark 30. Now, Zero Dark 30, as you know, was all about the hunt for Osama bin Laden. And, you know the funny thing about extremists? Nothing at all. Nothing. Je suis un coward. That's right. Show won't end tonight. I'm not leaving the building. Jessica has wanted to act ever since she was a child. Oh, look at her there. What an adorable kid. Those pigtails. Mind you, who doesn't look cute in pigtails, huh? Gary Lineker, host of Match of the Day. Now, he's coming on to talk about the FA Cup. What? The FA Cup. FA, which I believe is how much interest I have in football. I read about it yesterday. I know what I'm talking about. Now, as well as football, Gary's also the face of a crisp company. I don't know why they picked him. I mean, here's Gary, and here's a crisp. Yeah. The crisp maker's got lots of England footballers to launch their own flavour of crisps. I mean, Gary Lineker, he chose salt and Lineker. Simple. Michael Owen, he chose cheese and Owen. And David Seaman, couldn't think of one. Couldn't think of one. Hey, let's get the guests on! Later on the challenges of David Attenborough having music from McBusted. But first, I've got stars in my eyes. It's Harry Hill! He's out! Hello, sir. Have a seat. Thank you, yes. Back in the net, it's Gary Lineker! Woo! Hello, sir. Is that heavy? Is that heavy? Yeah. Put it down, sir. And she's a red hot star, it's Jessica Chastain! Hello, lovely ladies. Lovely to see you. Have a seat, too. Lovely. Oh, welcome all. Hi, Harry. Lovely to see you, Jessica.
Thank you.
Yes. Now, Jessica's one with champagne. Harry, you've gone with...
I didn't know there was a menu.
Have you gone for a soft drink?
Yes, it's Diet Coke.
Oh, lovely, nice.
Yum.
And, Gary, I don't know what you've ordered, but I love it. It's a large one. It really is. You can put about 30 glasses of wine in that. So this is the real FA Cup?
That's the one.
And how come, I mean, you don't travel with it at all times?
No.
No. I look like it.
But I don't travel with it. Does it always wear these ribbons? Does it always have ribbons?
Careful! Oh. If you break it...
What's inside of that? Anything? Do they put anything inside?
Argos.
No, actually... Seriously, you think you would? Do you,
I know.
Because
I've got the lid of the FA Cup on my head.
a security will come in and kill you.
I know.
Put it back down. So tell me, but you've won it. You actually won it, didn't you?
Yeah, in 91 with Spurs.
So you know how special it is to win it.
It's very, very special. And it's back on the BBC.
Yes.
And I've just come from Cambridge, actually. Whizzed there just now.
Yeah, that's right, yeah, because this is live. Who won, Gary?
It was a very big surprise, Cambridge winning like that, wasn't it? It was expected that Manchester United... Well, it's a draw, so there's a replay.
Well done. Professional broadcasting, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Jessica Chastain, do you follow the soccer? It was an outside chance. Do you follow
Not really.
No.
No, and I know you guys call it football here.
We do.
I know that much.
Well, that's a good start. That is a good
Really?
start. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know who David Beckham is?
Yes, because of his underwear ads.
Okay. I think you found the level of our crowd. And Ariel, football, sport, nothing? Anything? Big fan?
Dribble, 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 pass, man on, throw in. No, I never went for it.
So essentially, Gary, I think the bad news is, of this group, I probably know more about football. And that's because I read about it yesterday. So, I'm going to move this out of shot because we can't really see you behind it. So I'll just put that down. Oh, put that down there safely. No. Back off. No, seriously, we've been abseiling in to protect it. Now, the FA Cup, for the uninitiated, hello, what makes it such a kind of special thing?
Well, it's certainly for my generation, and perhaps a bit younger. Nowadays, there's lots of football on TV. There's games all the time. But when we grew up... when we grew up, the only game you'd ever really see was the FA Cup final, in particular. You get Match of the Day that's been going forever, but, the actual live games, the FA Cup final, you wake up Saturday morning, Graham, wouldn't you, and watch all the build-up, and it's every young lad that likes football...
And there are some.
And there are some. Quite a few. Sort of dreamt about playing the FA Cup final, being part of it, and I think that's what it is. It's a really traditional event that was known right throughout the world. There are other... there are other circuses in town.
But also it does this thing of because what it does is, this is the only thing I do know about it, is that it throws up these weird things where tiny clubs will suddenly be with a major club, sort of David and Goliath.
That's right. The wonderful thing about the competition is everyone can enter, all the small teams, and it starts in something like August, and then gradually they go through tiny clubs, then you can meet a decent non-league side, then you can play against a professional club, and if you get all the way through to the third round, you could conceivably draw one of the giant teams, sort of the Uniteds, the Liverpools, etc., etc.
And now, Match of the Day, obviously, it's going on right the way through now because it's got these FA Cup specials.
I can't believe I've just had to explain what the FA Cup does.
Did you know? You didn't know, did you? You've no idea. You've no idea. You've no idea.
What's the League Cup, then?
The other one.
I just remember seeing pictures. Now, this is different than the FA Cup, but the World Cup, Germany and Argentina, is that right? Was it? I don't know.
Final, yeah.
Yes, okay. And then the team that lost, they were sobbing on the field, and I remember that was so moving. And
We're a very emotional bunch.
yeah.
I think they were mostly worried about going home. We've got to go back now. Check your tickets. Is it flexible? But if you're a footballer, you do need a thick skin because football fans are quite vocal.
Yes.
The chanting is quite extreme. I mean, some of it's funny.
Some of it's very funny, yeah. It wasn't very funny when you get called... Well, I used to have...
What did you have?
Well... They used to say, oh,
Brittany.
Gary, you're a wanker.
Is that a chant?
I'll never get...
There must be some truth in there. Your age.
The Scottish one's quite good. When they played Italy not that long ago, a few years ago,
that one?
I think they said something like, deep fry your pizzas, we're going to deep fry your pizzas.
Very good. Now, Jessica Chastain.
Yes.
Have you brought, because you seem to bring her a lot of places, Motorcycle Mama?
My grandma, no.
Yes.
But had I brought her to England? No, sadly, no.
No?
No, but she's amazing.
Why is she Motorcycle Mama?
Because she's always the life of the party. And when I was in second grade, we had show and tell. Do you guys do that here? Where...
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Humour her. Yeah.
Where
called the nature table.
Where you bring in, you know, your pet or whatever and show it to the class. My grandmother brought in my cat, and she showed up wearing leather pants and like this scarf with this fur thing around her neck and a leather jacket and sunglasses. And everyone called her Motorcycle Mama. And for the rest of my school, they were like, "Where's Motorcycle Mama?" And of course, it's her favorite nickname she has ever been given.
But now she comes to movie sets now and meets all your starry friends.
Yeah. She got to meet Al Pacino, which, after I took a picture of them, she framed the photo and put it by her bed.
It's a bit creepy.
He did say hubba hubba when he met her, so that's nice. But recently, I introduced her to Matthew McConaughey, and I didn't think anyone could beat Al Pacino. But Matthew, man, he has her heart like I have never... And he was flirting with her.
Well, I think we have the picture of the two of them meeting, and she does look so happy. Look at that. That is granny love.
Yes.
And of course, that's when you were filming Interstellar.
That was at the premiere of Interstellar. And she's even wearing leopard print to, like, the Motorcycle Mama, you know, the chain around the neck.
She's working it.
Right?
Yeah. But Interstellar, obviously, that was a big movie earlier this year. And then before that, you kind of came to everyone's attention, Oscar-nominated in Help and Zero Dark 30.
Yeah.
And now Jessica brings us a totally different movie. This is called A Most Violent Year. And, because I'm a softie, so the title worried me. But in fact, it refers to New York's reputation in 1981.
Yeah, it was one of the most violent years in New York's history in terms of violent crimes, assault, rapes, murders. But it's like the anti-gangster morality tale. It's what happens when a guy doesn't want to be a gangster. There's violence, but it's always the threat of violence.
Yeah, but it's not too bloody.
No, it's not at all.
Good.
My character's the most dangerous in the movie.
Well, actually, no, but your character is really interesting because it's a very kind of specific woman. She has the power at a time when a woman couldn't kind of be overtly powerful.
Yeah, her father had mobster ties, and she wants to be with the most powerful man in the room. And then when her husband isn't acting that way, she doesn't feel like he's protecting her, she'll be the most powerful man in the room. And then she's resentful that she has to do it. She wants him to be a man. But there's a thing about her where violence turns her on a bit.
Oh, hello. Well, listen... It opens tonight. It's open tonight. We've got a clip. This is you in action. It's when the police have come to your house with a search warrant. This is you talking to the policeman.
This is probably one you're going to regret.
Excuse me?
My husband's an honorable man. We're not who you think we are.
I think I know your father.
Good for you. My husband is not my father. Not even close. So if I were you, I would start treating us with a little more respect, or I guarantee he will make it his mission in life to ruin you. This was very disrespectful.
That's become a kind of a thing now.
Yes, as soon as the trailer came out, and I had no idea when we shot that or whatever it was going to be a thing. It was all over the trailer, and strangers were coming up to me going, like this. Now it's is it called a meme or whatever it is, or it's GIF? And people tweet it to me.
A computer thing.
A computer thing, the thing for the young kids.
Yeah, they love it.
It's a whole deal now. People will look at me, strangers, and go.
Here's the thing. You, in this film, and Oscar Isaac. What? He's got two first names. You look great throughout the film in the 80s. Not everyone looked that good in the 80s. It's true. Now, before I reveal the rest of the couch, I'll do a little bit of self-harm. This is me in the 80s. I know. Why I'm dressed as a jockey? Why am I dressed as a jockey? I was never a jockey. I don't remember that time in my life. And now, this will frighten you. This is Mr. Harry Hill in the 80s.
I was very serious. I was very serious.
You look like a mad scientist.
I was a mad scientist.
You look like you're like cloning weird kind of dogs that can talk and things.
That's my hair. You see, my hair fell out. I just noticed it was taking longer and longer to wash my face, basically. So now I've got this very wide middle parting. Yeah, sad, very sad.
And meanwhile, in Leicester, ladies and gentlemen, a young footballer had just stepped onto the pitch. Oh, you've grown into yourself.
My acne stage. Thank you.
He's better looking now, right, Jessica?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You were cute as a kid, though.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, yeah. But now, the thing is, obviously, you had hair back then, and hair comes in different shades. It comes in like grey or grey. Who knows? What would it be?
Brown.
Brown, okay.
Yeah, it was chestnut brown.
You should have taken more pictures, you really should. And, of course, the red hair, Miss Justine. Now, in this country, and you know this, that in this country, we have an odd relationship with red hair.
You guys are so mean to your red
Well, I wasn't going to say that.
I don't understand it. It doesn't happen in... Well, it happens a little bit in the United States. But you guys are really mean.
But not to you.
Well, one time to me, I mean, I was working in Thailand with a bunch of British guys, and they were telling me that everyone, calls him Ginger and makes fun. I was like, no, that doesn't happen. And then I was in the airport in Bangkok, and I heard these English guys go, Ginger! Ginger! Screaming at me. I was like, really?
But what was it? Didn't your parents kind of prep you for school? Any trouble you might have in school?
Yeah, I was an odd kid. I mean, actually, that photo you showed me as a child was probably in the 80s. It was definitely in the 80s.
Okay.
And you saw, my hairstyle and my crooked tooth hanging out of my mouth. And so whenever people would, make fun of me, call me Carrot Top, whatever, I'd come home crying, and my parents would give me comebacks, So then I'd go to school the next day, and they would, make fun of me, call me Carrot Top, and I just turn around and I go, Carrot Tops are green. Right?
Yeah. Take that. Yeah. Zing.
Right in my face.
It's because there's fewer red-haired people around. This is the thing, and it's a bit like there's squirrels in this country. There used to be a lot of red squirrels, and now there's a lot of grey squirrels. And look at the panel.
Yeah, we're ganging up on
So you killed all your red squirrels?
Well, we didn't. The grey ones did.
Run for your life. No, but here's the thing. So hair colour is one thing. People in general don't choose their hair colour. But, Gary, you choose to grow that beard.
It's just a midlife crisis.
But people get angry about the beard.
It divides opinion.
Does it?
Yeah.
Does anyone like it?
I like it.
Funny enough, I walked in here, and you go through that little canteen bit.
Oh, I know it well.
And there was 4, let's say, elderly women.
Yeah.
They're probably in the audience.
Yeah, they're right there. They're right there.
And I heard one go. There's Gary. And I said, don't like that beard thing he's got on. And another one said, oh, I rather like it. So there you go, it divides opinion.
Okay. It divides opinion. Well, talking of facial hair and wigs, there's a lot of them involved in Harry's new job, stars in their eyes.
There certainly is.
I mean, God, it must be a mountain, a wig mountain out back.
Yeah, there we are.
Stars in their where?
Well, the stars don't shine. Yeah. But before you took up the hosting duties, you were a contestant on this thing.
Yeah, I was Morrissey back in 1999, I think it was.
I believe you've got a picture. You look like you're taking it really seriously.
Well, they made me take it seriously. I thought it was going to be a laugh, but I get up there, and, the bloke's operating the smoky doors. I'm waiting there, and it's not the best way to prepare for singing, to be, in a smoky environment. And I go, push a bicycle on the hillside. And they're going, no, mate, no. I bought the wig. I've got the wig.
Really?
Yeah, I've got the wig.
It's a red squirrel.
It's not actually a million miles away from what my hair used to be.
Oh, it's Harry in the 80s.
Oh, a punch. Yeah. Oh, further back like that. How tickled I am.
But is that how you ended up being the host? Leave it.
Well, I don't know how I ended up being the host.
Now you're going.
They found me out there.
Give you a fishing rod, you can sit in his garden. It's lovely.
Yeah, The ITV are bringing all the old shows back, you see, Catchphrase and so forth, and they approached me, and I just thought it made me smile. And anyone I said to, they want me to bring back Stars and Us, if I told them, they would laugh, and I thought, oh, that sounds funny to me. So, and I thought there was a way I could get into it and make it kind of... Because it's so kind of cheesy and sort of silly, the show, you know, because they're competing. They're not competing like X Factor for a sort of life-changing, you know, amount of money or a record contract. They are basically competing for the... just to win it.
Now, so far, who have been your favourite transformations?
Well, we had a great Everly Brothers, husband and wife team, who are the Everly Brothers.
Now, which one's the wife?
You tell me. Hayley is the one on the left, and Jerry is the one on the right. Hayley is a bar lady, and Jerry is an electrician.
Wow, and they were very good.
They were good,
yeah. Now, I think one of the most random ones so far, Kylie.
Yes. Well, she was a dog groomer.
Is that your dog?
Well, that is my stage dog, Alan, the Alsatian. yeah. And we took him through the smoky doors, and he came back as a Chihuahua.
Before we move on, we must have a look at... this is, I think, next week's Stars in the Rise, isn't it?
I don't know. What is it?
I believe this is a clip from Stars in the Rise. It's going out tomorrow night on ITV at 7 o'clock. And this... this is Harry as Sir Tom Jones.
Yes.
I think you're in there.
If you could be a star, tell me who would you be? Come on and share your dream with us. The makeover's free. You could go gaga, you can be Elvis. I know the new Adele. Play the piano like Elton John. Well, they got like Pharrell. Life's a big surprise when they've got stars in their eyes.
What I'm hoping is that one or two people will tune in thinking they've tuned into The Voice.
I was say, Jessie is getting a very odd impression of British television tonight.
You're Brits, man.
Right, it is time to meet my next guest. This man is quite simply a living legend. Please go wild for the king of the beasts, Sir David Attenborough, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, sir. Very lovely to see you. Good to see you. Can you put Gary out of his misery, Sir David? Are you a football fan?
A football fan. I went to a terrific football match. The goalkeeper was McLaren. The left wing was Danny Little. Leicester City, 80 years ago. That was the last match I went to.
We have something in common. We grew up in Leicester.
Yes, Leicester City,
exactly.
Filbert Street.
Yeah, that's right.
But weren't you controller of BBC Two?
I was.
When Match of the Day was on?
I was.
OK. So you didn't cancel it?
I didn't have to watch it, though.
I've picked a great week to
You really did. Like, what are the chances?
I love animals. I really like animals.
That is a good thing. We all like animals. Yeah, it's a good time for you to go on.
And bold comedians.
Yes.
And carrot tops.
Sing him, sing him.
They're green.
Yeah! Yeah, Gary Lineker. Now, Sir David Attenborough, we know you love nature, but you defy nature. Because, are we allowed to say how old you are? Have you got to the age now where you just shout it from the rooftops?
Absolutely, yeah.
No?
88.
88. And you said it was 90 ahoy now.
Well, I'm 89 in a couple of months, and then that's another year, and then you're...
Bang.
Wallop.
You're in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the year after that, 91. After that, no.
But the thing is, you don't slow down at all. Like, this was you recently.
Yes.
Now, that's you in the blue T-shirt and
That's right.
the white jeans.
This is the one, yeah.
Where are you there?
That's in Borneo, in a cave in Borneo, about 200 feet up.
Now, had you annoyed someone? Why had they done that to you?
Well, because I wanted to be up there and see all these... There's 1 million bats there, you see. And I wanted to be there when all the bats were coming out of the cave, so I could say something like, that's 1 million bats coming out of the cave.
When you said a million bats, Jessica Chastain's face was a picture. You're like, oh.
I have a question. Do they go in your hair? Because in all the scary movies, the bats go in the hair.
Not at all. No, they've got all this marvellous thing, this system whereby they've got echolocation, you know? And actually, I've been on that cave before, and I had to climb up a pile of bat poo.
Yes.
So I got to the top. And I was sort of choking with ammonia, and the director said, howling up, because he's at the bottom, so he said, say something, see? So I said, a lot of people are frightened of bats, you know. And the cameraman was there with a light, and he said, a lot of people think they're going to tangle your hair.
Yeah, yeah.
Not so, because of this echolocation. And the director said, cut, and the cameraman put the light out, and the bat hit me straight in the face. Yes,
Now, you've got a new series on the BBC later in the year. That's Attenborough's Paradise Birds.
That's next week.
Was that next week?
Next week.
Oh, God.
On Thursday, next week.
Attenborough's Paradise Birds.
Paradise Birds.
Oh.
That's what it's called. It's on Thursday.
OK. Yeah. Oh, I'll set my planner. And is this one where you travel all over the world, or do you go to specific places?
This is New Guinea, entirely New Guinea, because that's all where the birds of paradise come from. And I'm there to explain how people discover this extraordinary birds of paradise and what the male birds of paradise do to ingratiate themselves. The lady birds of paradise.
What do they do?
You want me to tell you?
Tell me.
Well, one of the things they do is hang upside down and whistle. That's good.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah. And the other one is another male species has got long quills coming out of his tail. And what he does is to turn round and then flick his friend across the face with his quill.
Oh, that wouldn't work with me at all.
It would.
The upside down and
I can show you later.
Moving on. We must also mention you've got a new show on the Watch channel. Now, this is Natural Curiosities.
Yes.
And this is where you kind of take disparate species but compare bonding traits.
Things, that's right. Yes.
That sounded almost made sense.
Yes, almost. Yeah.
Could you explain it better than that?
Well, the first programme is about a flea and a cheetah. And the thing is that they both have reputations which may not be justified. I mean, if I said to you, cheetah, what would you say a cheetah was famous for?
Fastest animal on the planet.
Yeah.
Fastest animal on the planet. What would you, miles an hour, do you think it does?
65, would that...
Very close, that's what they say, but we test it.
No, it's not.
Don't give it away, don't give it away.
Now, Natural Curiosities, it starts on Watch on Monday the 2nd of February. We've got a clip. This is Sir David Attenborough meeting a cheetah.
Next, we investigate another amazing claim, the cheetah's ability to run at speeds of 70 miles an hour. Is that really possible? Cheetahs are beautiful, athletic-looking cats. They've got streamlined body, small head, elongated legs, and narrow shoulders and a very long spine. This looks like an animal that's built for speed. But exactly how fast can he run?
Now, you're going off, but... It looked like it was in a restaurant tasting the wine. I'll have the whole bottle, thank you. No, was there a man just out of shot with a gun?
There's absolutely no gun, no. No.
A big rope, a stick?
If you let the animal call the tune, that's the point. You let it decide how first it comes. You don't force it, and you can tell whether an animal that, is that way or not.
Well, it is a couch. It is a couch full of animal lovers tonight. Now, Jessica, you've got a lovely dog. What's your dog called?
Chaplin.
Chaplin. Oh, there. Now, Chaplin is very special. Tell us why he's special.
Well, I got him from a rescue organization. He was hit by a car when he was a puppy, so he only has 3 legs. And I named him Chaplin because when he sits down, he takes his leg and sits like this, like Chaplin with his cane.
Oh. Is it the front leg?
Yeah.
So what happens when he wants to do a wee?
He balances on 2 legs.
Fantastic.
He's very
Never
talented.
People like those guys in Euros who put their hand up like that. Put his front paw up. And actually, how is it true that you are looking after a pet at the moment?
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well, yes, we had a thing on the show, doing Stars in Their Eyes, and we had a contestant who had a phobia of cucumbers. And so we got this... Yeah, because they can be quite aggressive. So I got this cucumber and I've been training it so it wouldn't be aggressive. And shall I get it?
Have you got it?
Well, I can get it.
Oh, great, excellent.
You can tell with cucumbers, though, when they're aggressive, can't you? As long as they're...
You can sense it. Yeah, their energy. You feed off their energy.
You should let the cucumber to come to you. That's
Is it a sea cucumber or is it like a vegetable? I'm so confused.
I've been training it.
Shall I take the lid off?
If you could take the lid off, Graham. And I don't know if you can see it there. It's
oh, yes, it's
quiet.
asleep.
And then...
That's good.
And then it dances. It likes to dance.
Oh, sorry. I'll put it off. Oh, sorry.
It's just me holding...
Oh, God. It is music time. This band was two of the most popular boy bands of the noughties, but now as a supergroup, they notched up the most successful UK tour of 2014. Performing their new single, Get Over It, it is McBusted!
I was just a big mistake, just a big mistake. You left me high and dry, wasting time. I had to pick myself up and stay out all night singing. Get up, get up, get up, get over it. Get up, get up, get up, get over it. Get up, get over it. Get up, get over it. Singing. Get up, get up, get up, get over it. Get up, get up, get up, get over it. Get up, get over it. Get up, get over it. So long since we broke up. Now it's about time we woke up. We broke up. I guess I gotta let you go. Get up, get up, get up, get over it. Get up, get up, get up, get over it. Get up, get over it. Get up, get over it. Get up, get up, get up, get over it. Get up, get up, get up, get over it. Get up, get over it. Get up, get over it. Get up, get up, get up, get over it. Get up, get up, get up.
Down a bit. We're going to try and get 3 here and 3 back there. Come on over. Hello, boys. Thank you very much. Hello. Hi. Lovely to see you. Pile in, boys. Say hi to everyone. There you go. Gorgeous. Good boys. That was great. That was so good. Yeah, it was really good. And that's off the new album, McBusted, the self-titled album. And this is the first McBusted album.
Yeah. It's the only one.
Yes.
Not first hand only, maybe more, but...
Yeah, there might be a second one, Dougie. Come on, dream big. People like you. They're going to see you. It's all good. Now, two things. First of all, can you put Gary out of his misery? Do any of you like football?
Yes.
Oh, look at that, Gary. Now... Wow. Can I just say, you're so lucky to still have a job. It's a dying thing. And the other thing we must acknowledge is the excitement of young Dougie on the couch. You're very excited.
Yes.
OK, don't be too frightened by this story, Sir David.
I'll do my best.
Now, how much do
Let's
you
try,
love...
let's not make it too weird.
It is weird! It is weird! It is weird! OK, so tell us how much you like David Attenborough.
I'm a very, very big fan of yours.
That's very kind of you. Thank you very much.
So much so that when I was looking to move area, I didn't really quite know where to... I'm not very familiar with, you know, places around London and stuff. So I just Googled where you live. Wherever that is has to be the most serene place ever, I thought. So yeah, I live in Richmond, just up the road from you.
Well, hi.
I see you quite a bit, actually. On the way to the dry cleaners, I go past it.
Oh, we run a very good service.
I love that guy. I don't want this to sound weird. It's weird. All right, listen, before we go, let's make this week's visit to the red chair. OK, who's there? Hello?
Hello, how you doing?
I'm very well. And who are you?
My name is Brittany.
Brittany?
Yes.
And where are you from, Brittany?
I'm from New Zealand.
New Zealand? We love a New Zealander. We love a New Zealand. Long story short, we love a New Zealand. Do you live here now, Brittany?
Yes, I'm living in London working.
Oh, great. What are you doing, Brittany?
I'm working as a nanny.
Lovely. Not paying any tax. Using our services, walking on our streets, enjoying our street life, but no. Off you go with the story, Brittany.
Well, I was out one night for a friend's birthday. We were having a few drinks when we ran into a couple of very cute Irish brothers.
Oh, yes.
So a few drinks later, one thing led to another, and I actually went home with one of the brothers, the younger brother. But I was rudely awoken in the middle of the night, and he was standing in the corner peeing. So I sort of woke up and went, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" He got a fright and sort of think he was half asleep, went to the toilet. All was well. Woke up in the morning and went, OK, this is where it gets awkward. Do I tell him? What do I do? Thought, I'm never going to see this guy again. So I went, do you remember peeing in the corner last night? And he went, no, I didn't. He was all embarrassed. So we went over and checked the corner, and there was nothing there. It was dry. I went, oh, I've dreamt it. What actually happened? So anyway, he was dropping me off home. Thought I'd get dressed, went to put on my shoes, and realised he'd peed in my shoes.
Oh!
But I didn't actually tell him. I just carried on home and threw the shoes out when I got home.
OK, I'm saying I think you should walk. That's quite a good one. What's Couch saying?
I like that story.
She should walk, but in her shoes.
Brittany, you can walk.
Yeah.
On you go. Well done, Brittany. If you'd like to join us on the show and have a go on the red chair, you can log on to our website at this very address. That is it for tonight. Please thank my guests, McMustard, Harry Hill, Gary Lineker, Jessica Chastain, and David Attenborough. Join me next week for the guests including musical act First Aid Kit, Slumdog millionaire Dev Patel, and the one and only Dame Judi Dench. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Watch Ed Sheeran in concert for Radio 2 on the red button now or on BBC iPlayer. While here on BBC One next, comedy at the Afghan base camp of Bluestone 4-2.